Hi there, Stacy Karacostas here, coming to you live today from the Northwest Builders Show in Bellevue, Washington, where I am in between doing a website critique workshop and a book signing for my new book. Woohoo! And I thought, hey, as long as I'm critiquing all these websites, why not do one for all you folks out on the web real quick? So this is going to be my quick video marketing tip today. My intention was to do a critique of one of my favorite small business websites out there that's a wonderful example of how you really can sell services on the web via your website without you ever having to pick up the phone, talk to anybody, or do any cold calling. However, since last time I visited this site, there have been a few changes, some of which I'm not so crazy about. But that's okay, because that makes this an even better video marketing critique for you guys to watch. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you what's on my laptop screen, which is a little website called thebrokenbike.com. Here it is. And I'll tell you a little bit of background and history about this website. I first came across thebrokenbike.com earlier this summer because I ride mountain bikes and I needed to have the rear shock on my bike serviced. Now, when I first looked at getting this done, what I had heard was I'll have to send it back to the manufacturer, wait 4 to 6 weeks, and they'll get it back to me. Of course, I needed this done in July, prime mountain biking season, so the last thing I wanted to do was give up my rear shock for 4 to 6 weeks. So as I'm searching around on the internet for solutions, I came across this website, thebrokenbike.com. Now, overall, I love the look and feel of this site. It's clean, it's professional, the navigation's really obvious. That's terrific. What's changed here, which makes me not love it as much, is there's a little video right here. And I checked it out. This particular video actually used to be on the FAQ page, and I think it was really effective there. Here it's not so good. The home page you used to come to was the same top bit, but this was the text you saw. And in case you can't read it too well there on your web monitor, basically it just says, we rebuild the following mountain bike shocks. And then it has a bulleted list of all the shocks they rebuild. And then it says we do some shock rebuilds that aren't listed on the services page, and if you have one that needs to be rebuilt, click here to contact us. Simple, easy, done. Next paragraph says click here to learn what is done during a full shock rebuild. And then they advertise another little website he's got going full of useful information about how your shock works, tuning, modifications, and repairs you can do yourself. Sweet. Below that, he's got some terrific testimonials from folks who have had their shock serviced by Kyle at The Broken Bike and loved it. So this is really good stuff right here. And because he's pulled them straight off of a website like this, it gives him quite a bit of credibility. So what I loved was that the site was clean and obvious, and when you used to come right to here, you knew right away, hey, if you're looking for someone to rebuild your mountain bike shop, you've come to the right place. That's terrific. A couple other things he's done that I really, really like. If you click on his About page, you find out why he got into repairing bikes, and in particular, why he started doing shock rebuilds. And if you read this through, what you'll find is his story was, really a mirror image of the problems I was having. He says that, a few years back, he got a job at a very credible bike shop, and he learned a lot from his years working there. But during his time, he noticed it was very difficult, time-consuming, and expensive to get a shock overhauled. And he saw the frustration in other riders when their shocks blew up and they were stuck with buying a new one so they could go ride because it was going to take them so long to get their shock back. Well, right away, for me, that made a connection. That was my story. Yeah, Kyle, he understands my problem. He's got a solution. Love that. You click onto his services page. Easy peasy. Look at that. He sells a service. And in fact, this guy's in Canada, and he's selling a service on the web to anybody, anywhere, though I'm sure probably most of his clients are Canadian and US, just because shipping would get rather expensive from Europe. But you'll see he makes it really, really easy. And his call to action, these big buttons, you can't miss them. To click here for more info. Yeah, it's great. So as an example, this was the shock I needed rebuilt. 85 bucks. I click here. Here he tells you everything you need to know about getting that rebuilt. And a big click here to pay now. He's also got the answer to any questions you might have about shipping right here. He's still got his testimonials down at the bottom. That's nice. If you're wondering what's done during a full rebuild, that's here. If after reading this page you still have more questions, you know what? There's FAQs. They make it super easy. And here's a contact page. Now another thing he's changed is his smiling face used to be on his About page, and I actually liked it better there because I think it made his story warmer and more personal. And I did, in fact, have Kyle do my shock, and it was fantastic. He offered a 24-hour turnaround time, and my shock was back and back on my bike in less than a week, which made me really, really happy. But as you can see here, he's done some great stuff. Click here to contact us. An About page that tells a story that really connects. Everything about the site is just really clean and clear. Are there things he could do to make it better? Sure. But so many people say to me, Stacy, how can I use a website to sell what I do if I sell services? Well, Kyle at the Broken Bike sells services, and he has done a fine, fine job with that. And he said his website does really well for him. On top of that, he's got this terrific video here that will tell you just a little bit more about what he's got going on. It explains who he is, it explains the whole process.
Hey guys, my name is Kyle, and I'm the one that handles all of the shock repairs here at thebrokenbike.com. I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys lately, mainly things like, what gets done during a full shock rebuild.
See, this is terrific, because right away you get to see and hear from Kyle and know that he's a real person and that you're not just going to send your bike shock and some money off into the great unknown and never get it back. So at any rate, this is my quick critique of this site. If you'd like to learn more about how to really turn your website into a fantastic selling tool, I do have a solution for you. I invite you to visit my website right here at www.smallbusinesswebsitebible.com and grab a copy of my new book. Right now it's only available online as an electronic download, but this is a terrific way to get all the information you need to turn your website into a salesperson that's going to work for you 24/7. So again, you can go to www.smallbusinesswebsitebible.com, check it out, grab a copy there. This is Stacy Karacostas signing off on this quick video marketing tip. Here's to your future success.